Wow, that is not what I thought we would see at all.
It's not really a tractor for Dichara. Yeah, things a bit slower moving and a bit more slow.
See their manager
Painful
Igor
death.
leading the high five train here. Everyone's
All
in
right.
good spirits in Team Navi.
We've got our 10 heroes. We got our 10 players.
For siege creep, then they'll be in a pretty good spot. But
Oh, General, that's a lot of damage.
Radiant's top tower.
They're having trouble standing in the lane against the double tornado.
yeah, so Nico tried his best to pull with the Icarus dive, but Puppy actually taking. Oh,
Puppy! Puppy, please! Oh my goodness.
That happens sometimes. You know, you try and attack click your ally, and then you're like, this tower has it out for me.
Tower?
Radiant's top tower.
Yeah, that's a freebie for Navi, and now they might get another one. Arteezy, right as that first knight hits, doesn't have any support. It's first blood to Navi. A free kill also fed away top lane.
At 3 minutes, super early, when Puppy went and died.
There's a chase on the Bulba here. Chakram will barely connect. He continues pursuit, forces out the Arteezy rotation. Also snagging an Vincere on the way over, I believe.
They need to control the Ancient Sacks. Ancients, like Drow can do it as well as Razor with Razor's ultimate, and...
Oh, Bulba, you thought the chase was over, buddy. Navi say otherwise. They just keep on hounding him and quickly bring him down. He was not expecting them to continue chasing.
And devote more and more heroes to that, and maybe if it's nighttime they can kind of extend to other areas.
Artstyle and Arteezy going to be duking it out here, but a lot of damage stolen. They move forward, courtesy of the chain onto Arteezy. Still alive though, the Oracle assisting him through it. Dendi has to chain away. Now General joining the fray here as well. He gets nuked down, almost instantly blasted to smithereens. Barely surviving on just a little shrivel of HP, but Puppy coming in, almost dead to the Oracle as well. General, will he end up falling? Puppy gets the last auto tech in, secures the kill, and now Dendi has to run, so they forfeit their Bat Rider. They almost lose their Night Stalker. In fact, they will lose him too. Artstyle's down. Dendi could be next. Navi hemorrhaging kills, 3 in a row, and the tower slated to fall after that.
For them to fight, so it wasn't a free roast. They'd still have that great vision around the pit, and now it's nighttime, and it's going to be nighttime for another 4.5 minutes.
Yeah, Navi's still under cover of smoke, creeping in. Bulba's out in front, working the Ancients, but they see Envy. They swoop over this. The egg gets dropped immediately. Secret scrambling backwards. They're turning onto the egg. There isn't backup here. Naga, I don't know if they'd use the Psalm to ensure that thing went off, and so they'll lose the Phoenix. They may lose more. Denny's in too far. Miscommunication, it seems, from Navi. Another 2 kills down the drain.
The egg was a little bit too close to the cliff. If it were like slightly more to the right, then high ground right there. Like it would have been risky for sure, and a good lasso from Navi, perhaps in the Oracle or something like that, could have been disastrous for them. And Navi looking to protect their Ancients. Envy.
They do have that blink now. Ideally, the Oracle will be the choices. General going to move in. Does get eyes on Envy. He blinks past Envy. Arteezy, meanwhile, though, has found the kill on the Naga Siren of Dichara. Crucial time to bring him down with the Radiant still under construction. Pylai die, just get a turn. Calmly plinks away at the egg. Will finish it off. Now Dendi running in together with Artstyle. They're still moving forward, but it's into a Ravage with Arteezy there on the backside. 2 more down. 4 heroes dead. The lone survivor, the Bat Rider. Didn't see how Arteezy got that fight started, but he just mowed through the Naga, it looked like.
Man, they had a good, like, first 5 minutes, and ever since then it's been all Team Secret, and that's... And they have link security in case this failed, so that's very scary.
Well, if you're going to lose 4 heroes outside the base, then Secret, they will push. They'll take the melee. They're going to swoop through here with the Sinenko Phoenix. Now General getting involved. He does get on top of the enemy team, but nuked down quickly. He sacrificed himself for the greater good. On the back of that, they will find a kill on Envy. Now they look for a bit more. Dendi's still chasing. Big chain coming through. Chakram follow-up onto Arteezy. Can he finish him off? Though Arteezy turns, delivers, brings him down with the static link as well as just the plasma field there. So it ends up being 2 cleanup kills, but it cost them 2 more cores. It's not a very fast Naga at this stage. He's still getting outfarmed by Razor at 21 minutes. Not often you'll see that. StarSeries moves in, he finds Puppy, and they go. The egg is there in the middle of the break, and they focus it down. They're looking to do so. It might actually pop here, though. That egg, is it going to drop? Sinenko gets it off, and now perhaps the fight will turn. Bulba already committing the Ravage, but he's going to likely lose more. 3 heroes down. the Drow, the Tide, and the Oracle, and this time it's all about the egg.
Okay, that was an amazing egg by Sneeko. And he dropped the spirits on them. Tidehunter was like trying to walk there to right click it, but that was just a terrible
Puppy
spot
tried for a while, and then he's like, you know what, I can't actually do anything because I have fire spirits on me, and then he wanted to run, but top lane going the other way in Navi's favor, but man, just see the impetus damage from Puppy.
Wow, he's already lost all 3 illusions. I think this is where you go. One got stolen, and the other 2 just died. And Pipe's about to come off cooldown, so this is the time.
And they'll keep on going. Secret ready for round 2. Under the breach, they move, and they will get off a good gust there. It's only going to take like one more impetus to kill Sneeko. He's really got to find his timing, and he decides the time is now. Swoops in, drops the eggs on the high ground. General, meanwhile, getting the last off from Die, but just melts to the Puppy. Physical and pure damage from that impetus. Has to back away, so they've now committed the lasso. They did not use the Psalm there. The egg also down, and with that, they'll be hard-pressed to hold the line. Arteezy continuously healed up. The melee racks about to fall. This is going to be a second lane for Secret unless Navi can find an immaculate team fight in short order. And I think they might be all out at the local store. Arteezy diving deeper, looking for art style. Shiva's slowing him down a bit. He's committing for this one. He's going to go all the way into the fountain, gets the kill, then the Yule Scepter. Looking to turn this, but he easily backs away. DRL almost dying as well, and that's 2 lanes, Ben. Time to make a Megas. Secret have done it.
That was a very well executed push. Just slow and steady. Heal people up with your Oracle. Make sure that Arteezy's out in front, so he's taking the majority of the spells. They do have a lot of pure damage, which the Pipe doesn't really help for, but they have enough heal to go through it when you throw in Puppy's Nature's Attendants. And
they're going to have to buy back now. Night Stalker Committee 1. Drow Ranger, though, already burning down the tower, and now Navi essentially need a team wipe to
they still have
that.
Ravage.
They're
so
pushing, though.
I don't know how far they
have
chase.
Aegis as well. Arteezy happily showing that one off. Not to mention, Secret, I think 3 or 4 heroes sitting on like 3,000 to 4,000 gold at this point.
Be that bad for Secret, although I don't think it's a really great finesse to pull off.
Dire's middle tower is
That's
under
kind of
attack.
just like beating your head against a brick wall, except the wall
But they
actually breaks.
They could do it.
Yeah, just might cost the head, that's all. Bulba, he's going to try to avoid that though. The Blink Ravage comes through, connection onto Dendi as well as Arcstyle, forcing them back. They're likely to lose the Timbersaw here. The chain isn't going to get out in time, and now the impetuses begin to crash in. Arteezy diving Arcstyle, Navi being routed here in the back lines, and more importantly, Envy focusing on the racks up front. But they may have to back now. Arteezy, he's lost his Aegis, and now the lasso comes through. It's on the Pylai Die. Good find there by General. This time won't die to the impetus damage, and still Secret being pushed back a little bit. Envy, though, with the Drow Ranger able to kill up Arcstyle, turns on to Dendi. The impetuses appear to be a bit too much. Good Sunray. Finally, I think our first son of the game. But yeah, is there going to be follow-up for this one? Chakram coming through, as well as the Riptide, but they are forcing Envy back. Can they kill him off as well? He's extremely low here. This would be a big grab for Navi. They're not entirely out of the woods just yet, Secret, and they may lose a third. Bulba, 2 will fall. Chain just severing his head from his bulbous body.
Oh, Dendi did a really good job of staying alive and can spread out like much more in.
Or they're just going to hit buildings, and already the Razor ultimate going. They won't be forced to glyph here. Secret can just back out if they so choose, but Arteezy, he's thinking twice about it, and here comes the song. Will they get the follow-up combo? Moving forward, General trying to find Envy or perhaps the Oracle with the lasso. He's looking for Pylai Die. The Ravage, though, to interrupt this combo. The egg goes off to the south side, but Secret just ignore it and disengage to the north. Dendi hounding them as they retreat. Pylai Die manages to survive this entire time. Envy fairly healthy. Can they find the follow-up kills here? They've lost the Arcstyle Night Stalker. 2 down already for Navi, but they are at least bringing Py low. Is it going to matter? Dendi almost dead to the shotgun, as well as his own Scepter, keeping him alive for the moment. Not going to be enough. He too will fall. Yara likely to be next. Impetus is crashing in, really forcing him back in short order. And Secret, content with their kills, they go for the Megas here. They will complete their dissection of Navi in game number 1.
That's one of the more underwhelming sleep setups I've seen, but that was while they're up against Megas. Secret still looking for that better positioning, and Navi don't even have all their ultimates available.
And look how cautiously Secret are playing. They're like, let the lanes push, let the Mega Creeps do their thing. We don't have to commit. We might be able to win a fight, but we don't need to. And well, then they'd still get lassoed. Arteezy pulled back real far, and now you can see why they were cautious. Navi finding a nice pick there, but that top lane is shoving in, bottom lane is moving forward.
Oracle perhaps a little bit too cautious because he wasn't there to false promise.
Now they're going to dive that Oracle next. Pylai die though, fairly healthy here. Has committed that false promise. Silence, bag up on the high ground, great positioning here. I don't think Puppey alone can focus this thing down at this point. Navi diving heroes to the tier 4 towers, having yet to take a Rex of their own, with all tier 2 still standing, but creeps are moving into their base at the tier 4 tower. They find 3. That characteristic Navi aggression working its magic here, and even looking for Envy, but now they've overextended a bit. Denny needs to back away, slowing him down. The shotgun's there. Makes his way up to the high ground, courtesy of the chain, and then tries to clear out some trees. Back down to the low ground. Yule's there to interrupt that last chain, and silenced and dead. Will deny himself, but creeps are marching, Ben, and now Navi have to go home.
Just need to stick in a unit and make sure that you have good positioning. Don't fight near cliffs where Phoenix thrives.
Well, Navi are still looking to fight this one out. They can bring their Naga in, but they're going to lose Artstyle before he even gets there. Did BOT forward to try and assist the team. Ditya, though Secret continue to play it safe. Those Naga illusions holding the waves back as best they can, but it's getting out and getting aggressive that
Maybe they can get a sleep steal here.
will be tough. Yeah, Roshan not low enough for that just yet.
Yeah, they need vision of it though. Normally they'd have the Night Stalker Ags.
These illusions are just not really tanky enough. One gets killed off, the other taking over, and now the lasso going to bring Bulba up onto the high ground, keeping the Tidehunter out of the picture. Now it doesn't really matter if the lasso gets dispelled or not, as he won't be able to ravage in the middle of the team fight. Arteezy isolated, pretty good separation here as they look to bring down Puppey, courtesy of the Sunray. They will do so again. Navi fighting this, but finally, and Arteezy has had enough. He's just BOT'd into the Radiant phase. He's going for structures. He says, the hell with it. Go home, you bastards. They're going to respond with a Song of the Siren while the Roshan skirmish does continue. But Arteezy, well, that's another way to force them back. And he did get the tier 4, so a lot of structural damage. Even if he goes down, he'll slay Suniko. Ditya still chasing him. Artstyle will as well. The Void's there. They get the kill in the end, but this frees up the rest of the team. A noble sacrifice from Arteezy.
Might want to wait until darkness ends so that Pi feels a little bit safer. Should be very, very soon.
Be a long time before that cools down. And now the song. They're going to set this one up. It's a pretty good catch. 3 heroes looking for the backliners. General trying to figure out who his lasso target will be, and he ends up looking for Arteezy. Arteezy just pops the BKB though and goes past it. Biding their time, perhaps biting a bit too much. The Ravage comes through, connects on multiple Navi heroes. Artstyle and Ditya being forced back. Artstyle will be finished off. Perhaps Ditya a bit luckier, but creeps marching in the meanwhile. And finally, Navi will call GG. It was going to be a Herculean task at best to come back once you were up against Mega Creeps, and they just didn't have enough. Secret take it 1-0.
I think that's a good lesson too. Like, never let your foot off the pedal when you're against Navi, because they will fight to the bitter, bitter end.
That was very patient and deliberate Dota from Secret.